there's almost, oh, there's when I stacked them all up. Chad, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that screenshot. So there was multiple, I just kept stacking the chicken coops that day. I was messing around, test save. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chicken coops stacked up. That was funny. That was hilarious that day. I was on a test save and it was great. Kimmy, I'm gonna put it away dirty. Don't yell at me. You come by and away dirty. Blasphemy, I know, chat. I know. Alright. Chat, we're looking for a plow. That's not a plow. I didn't realize this guy was sitting over here stuck. He's 100% full of corn. Oh. Need to do something with this corn. It's corn. Yeah. I love you some chickens, but not that much. I know. And we did have, remember, that was on Alma. We had 30,000 chickens and we fed them for 1 year and collected their eggs for 1 year. I had to put up more storage buildings so I could store up the eggs. I don't know if y'all, how many of you were here for that. It was something, man. Let me tell you. Well, this works out because I needed to feed the pigs anyway, chat. So I needed to feed them anyway. All right, come on. All right. Give me you were here, man. Yeah, it held 30,000. It was more of a chicken sedan at that point. It was a lot. 30,000 chickens is an awful lot, by the way. Alright, chat, we're still looking for a plow. Wait, there's 2 of the 3. Where's the third one? Where is the third one? 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. I don't know. Wait, it's still... Okay, it's still at the homestead. Did I get the season 2 pass? Yeah. Yep. Okay, so I'm looking for, that's the 942. Is that the tractor I want out there? Actually, it is. It's the 1050. We'll use the 1050, chat. Kimmy, yes, because I have that stupid JCB tractor. The world's fastest tractor, yeah. Oh, the food capacity was garbage, Jeff, yeah. That explains why you can't join the server. Oh. Are you getting the season 2 pass? Do you want the season 2 pass? But yes, it is technically active right now. The JCB thing. Alright, let's hit a repair. Well, I'll even repair the weight, chat. Does that mean I have to, like, weld on some more or something? Like where it wears or something? I don't know. I don't know what that actually entails. Let's grab a little diesel as well. Now, I am going to use the tow behind plow for this. I could use the 3-point hitch plow. That would have just been a problem. I can use that 3-point hitch plow, but I feel like using this plow. So I'm going to use this plow. So yeah. You don't know, you haven't looked at. Well, right now, the only thing you would get if you got it today would be that JCB. And then that pack they announced the other day that comes out in a month or whatever. would be on there, and then there's a mystery one that we don't know, and then there's a map coming out in Q4. Q3? Something like that. I don't know. Later. So. You betcha. Actually, we need to use a bunch of slurry this go around too, chat. We actually need to use a lot of slurry. I think we have like a lot, right? Manure, we have 400,000. We have 1.9 million slurry sitting right now. I should probably use some this year, huh? Probably should. All right, so here's the plan. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's tell you the plan. We are going to be plowing fields together and changing, fixing, whatever you want to call it, auto drive. So I'm going to plow together 8, 9, and 10. And then, of course, I'll need to get rid of the auto drive that's in the middle of those fields, tie it all together. I'm going to have to do some landscaping as well because of the roads. We're going to get rid of those. I'm also going to be plowing together 16, 17, 6, 7, if you will. 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the plan for today. So we're going to start over here and we'll just work our way around the map and get done what we get done. 6, 7. So yeah. That's the plan, chat. I wonder if they plan on adding slurry. The fun begins. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Adding slurry as a bonus. Oh, because they're coming out with like a slurry DLC, Jeff? Is that what you're getting at? Because that could be. I'm kind of just going to blend this, chat. I don't think I need to like get rid of it. I kind of think that might be okay. We'll see. We can always change that later, right? I actually don't have a lot of money to landscape today, so I kind of just have to deal with what I have. I'm kind of broke. Kind of might be a reason to sell those cows. I'm kind of broke. But honestly, I think something like that would probably just work because I can still, you know, if I'm driving down the road and I want to turn in the field, you know. Well, Kimmy, it's either, so I could sell the cows, but they're about to reproduce. And then that'll give me 200 growing because then I can sell them once they calf. I think I'm going to wait. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait. But that's all right. Got to spend money to make money. That's true. That's true. Buy and sell a few cotton bales. Oh yeah. I'll be okay. I still have 89,000. I'll be all right. Do I have a loan? No, I'm debt free. Ooh, that's gonna be way too far over, isn't it, chat? If I turn on allow create field right now, that's gonna be way. Actually, hold on. Let's try it up here. Let's try. Oh, that's a good point, Jeff. I could sell the horsies. I got the horses in the back. Horse stock is at. Ooh, actually, okay. So that goes right to the edge of that plow. Okay, I've not used this thing to great fields yet. Sell the horse. That is true. I want to sell the horses anyway. Waiting for tomorrow. Debt free means I have plenty of money. That's true. Kimmy, tomorrow's Minecraft. What are you talking about? I know what you're talking about. For the record, you gonna jump on there right away? Bye-bye. Oh, they're not worth anything. $1,500. $1,200 because I got to pay the fee to haul them. Oh, man. That's okay, though. I don't, maybe at some point on a map, I should actually have horses and, like, go for the whole thing. I don't usually mess with horses. That's why this is happening right now. It's only 40 grand. Golly. Much better. Much. Look at the room for activities, chat. All right, we have some money now, so we're fine. We're chilling. We are chilling. Tomorrow morning, isn't it? It could be. All right, so I was gonna try to use the GPS trick, but if you know what? Hold on, let's try this. Let's use the GPS trick for this field. We'll just put our GPS on like 1 meter, and then we'll see if we can get this to work yet. That one's gonna be. We're gonna send it. So for those of you that don't know, if you have your GPS on and you leave a field, as long as you do not steer, you will stay on that same GPS line. So that's gonna work. It's a little, see, and then it, like, you actually have to, like, back up to get it to break the GPS. Little life hack for you. We can turn our lights off so we look like a professional now, you know? We want to look like a pro, chat. That's not where I want to go. Okay, never mind about looking like a pro, chat. Never mind. I got you, Kimmy. I would like to check it out, but you know how I am with maps. If I check out a new map, I'm going to want to play it. So I'm curious to see, like, how familiar it is to Ringwood from, like, back in the day. Because I played a lot of hours of his Ringwood map from way back in the day. I played a ton. So I'm interested to see, like, how close it is to those days, you know? Now, of course, it being a 4X map, it'll obviously be different, but I'm curious. So I will definitely check it out. But yeah. Hopefully somebody will be nice enough to link me the, what's it called? You know, the thing. We'll drive tomorrow. You played a lot on 19, did you? I got you, Kimmy, gotcha. I don't know that I played the 19 one at all. You know what? I probably did, but I know I played a lot on, like, the 15 Ringwoods when it originally came out. That's not going to line up, is it? We might have to perfect edge this later, chat. I might want to do that later. Use the perfect edge mod, because these fields just flat don't line up. I mean, I guess I could just keep plowing. I'll probably perfect edge this later. Oh, I can't. Come on. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. We'll use the perfect edge mod later. Maybe sometime when I have money. That's not today. Oh, boy. I kind of don't know how I got... Well, I know how I got so low on money. I keep spending it, but... It's okay. It happens. Once we have pigs, how many pigs we have? What's our next round of pigs? Oh, 250? Yeah, we'll be set. 250 and then... Dude, when we get to sell that 450 pigs in one shot, oh my goodness. That'll be all the money. Just saying. Nothing like doing circles with the disc still down. Good for the bearings, remember that? That's when I'd get yelled at, you know? What are you doing? Making crop circles? What are you doing? Been there, done that, just saying. Oh, goodness. Now, I guess while we're here, well, we have two options. We either fix the auto drive while we're here, or we come back and we fix it later. My vote is probably to fix it while we're here. Because obviously this auto drive out in what is going to be a field is kind of awkward. So I think I'm going to fix it while I'm here. And to fix the auto drive, I'm going to delete it. Because we don't need all this stuff out here in the middle of the field anymore. Including that marker. I don't need that marker here. So we'll just delete, and then we'll patch it together. It's typically how I fix around a field. So, and then I like one-way courses around fields. So I will just put in a one-way. I left a skipper. I'll just put in a one-way path around the field. Is all we're gonna do. So the auto drive, at least on this field's easy to fix. I already have it set up for a grain cart up north, and it works. So we'll just let that be, and then the rest of the auto drive will just basically delete all the field points, and this field entrance and exit and stuff. We'll just delete it. We don't need it. So we'll just sit here and delete, and then delete over here. Delete all that, and then we'll zoom out so we can see and go click. And we'll pull up on that road and delete some of that in a minute as well. Actually, just do it right now and be done with it. So we're just gonna clean this up. I could leave a field exit in here for something is here needs to leave, like say a lime spreader. But I think we're just gonna go for the clean auto drive look today, and just clean it all up. So that one's done. We can turn the edit mode back off and continue our plowing. Now, when we get over to some other fields where we don't have auto drive set up for auger wagons, like say 6, 7, or actually, we're going to be doing kind of a one dump site for multiple fields when we get over there. So that should be kind of cool. But we'll have to work on that in a little bit, obviously, once we get over there. All right. The other thing with this is we are going to have to purchase data. It's actually, I'm going to go broke from buying data. Oh, I did not plan this out very well. But we are going to have to purchase all the field info on precision for these fields that we're plowing together. So that is definitely going to have to happen. I could just use a soil sampler and turn it in that way, but I like having my fields be the same age of data, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to buy it all and do it that way. So I can go ahead and buy field 8's data. I don't want to buy 9's yet because, of course, and we might have to fill this in anyway. That's weird, right? We might have to fill that in. Okay, it's doing that, but that's just where there's lime, then there's no lime. As long as it's filling it out like that, we should be fine. So we'll be okay. But yeah, we'll have to purchase all the data as we go here. So we probably are going to go like broke. Now, of course, I can take a loan, but trying not to. That's not bad. I need to get over just a hair. Let's go. Drop it like it's hot. Freehand it. No GPS on this one, chat. Need to smooth this out a little bit.
Smokey Bandit 980 just resubscribed for 21 months.
Smokey Bandit, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Thanks for the resub. Hope you're doing well. All right, we'll just hit that just a hair more with the old landscape soften tool. That's all I need. I don't need to flatten it or spend real money on landscaping. Just a little softening is fine by me. All right. Hey, you know, Kimmy, you're talking about the season pass, right? I might just turn that stupid JCB off if you remind me. I'm not going to use that thing. Let's turn it off. Honestly, it's habit when I go to start a server just to turn all the mods on because I only put in there what I want. But that thing's in there by default. Yeah, I can just turn it off though. Just for the record, but yeah. Completely useless, yeah. I mean, it was kind of fun to hear like Dan laugh the time that he got it out on Ringwoods and was like flying around the map. That was kind of funny. But other than that, no, the thing's useless. I agree. All right, I got my skipper, by the way. I did not leave my skipper. Did not leave my skipper. So, yeah. Kimmy, you down to dig some tunnels tomorrow, by the way, in the Minecraft server? Hopefully. That's kind of my plan for tomorrow. I want to dig at least to the end portal, which is really far. But I would like to get that tunnel. I'd like to get that tunnel dug. So, yeah, from the train station to the end portal. That's going to be the farthest run, or maybe the farthest run we'll do for now anyway. I would like to do that tomorrow. We're going to be exploring that big lush cave tomorrow too. I think Bear said he found it. And he wrote down the coordinates for us, so. Alright, you stupid. Camera app is still trying to update, by the way, chat. It's been like a week where it pops up nonstop. You've heard people aren't happy with Giants with the content part of the year 2 pass. People aren't happy about anything on the internet. Like, seriously, no cap, not trolling right now. Name one thing that everybody on the internet's happy with. There isn't. There's not one thing that everybody on the internet is happy about. Like, legit. Like, oh, Mr. Beast is raising money to give water to people in Africa. And then, you know, there's people that are going, well, so-and-so donated for clout. Now, they donated because it's a good cause. You know? A good thing, like giving clean water to people in Africa. No, somebody's got to sit on the internet and, you know, complain about that too. There's no such thing. Nobody's happy. Their DLCs in general have kind of sucked for a while though. Yeah. Amen to that. Right, Edge Runner, right? People aren't happy with Giants for a lot of things. I'm not always thrilled with Giants. I'm not trying to defend Giants, but their DLCs are their DLCs. It is what it is. If you want something that's not part of a DLC, you can always download a mod, right? So, yeah. I kind of don't know why they put out as many DLCs as they do, personally. I guess money. I guess. I don't really know. Otherwise, why do they put out as many DLCs as they actually do? I'm not sure. I'd like to see more free content updates personally. Like, give us more free stuff for the game, you know? Just saying. Although I do have to say that one free content update, the one that has the John Deere like quad, the new one, the big boy. Hold on. This guy. This is the best tractor in Farming Simulator. And I'll die on that hill. This is the best tractor. This thing has the most power. It has the best hitch on it. It's just great. Best tractor in Farm Sim. Yeah. It's where it's at. They need more features, not DLC. Yeah. They need the game to run better. No, there's definitely things they could do to improve the game. Besides giving us more 3-meter, like, you know, more 3-meter equipment. That's my big gripe with them, with their DLCs, is they give us the same things. But it's green, and that's the biggest problem with it. I mean, that's fine, Lord, yeah. I don't care if it's green, but that's just me, you know. But it's the most powerful tractor. And the hitch, honestly, the hitch, even if it didn't have the power, it's got the hitch, man. The hitch is where it's at. I'm saying, stuff turns so much better on that tractor than on any other tractor. So yeah, that tractor actually can pull the big grain carts full and only get bullied a little bit. You know. Oh, that's great. I think, what did I end up with? 4 of those on Riverbend? And I would have a bunch on here, but we're doing a no John Deere, no case run, so. Yeah. You know, if I do end up playing Stevie's Ringwoods, I'll probably have a bunch of them things. They're awesome. They are awesome. All right, deleting this auto drive as well. Just because I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't. Nope. And then I also just did, I deleted one waypoint I shouldn't have. So I broke this road here, so we're just going to fix it. Ta-da! I did purchase all my field data. For that field. So that field is done. It is a Butte Clark. I don't even really think I need to lime the in-betweens. I was going to, but like, yeah, it's off a little, but like, I think I'll just let it ride because I've already limed the rest of the field. So, actually, speaking of linemen, we need to move this guy. I don't know if I'm going to plow these two together. 18 and 19 chat. Yay, nay. On plowing together, those two. I mean, I guess I could. I don't have to, but I guess I could. Oh, it did the width thing again. Dang it. So annoying. This isn't a Giants. Well, it might be a Giants problem. I think it's more of a courseplay problem. But that's okay. But no, yeah, DLCs or whatever. I feel like a lot of games, people aren't usually happy with the DLCs, right? It's like in general, or people on the internet just aren't happy, you know? That's the biggest takeaway here. Oh, man. All right. There we go. On to the next ones, chats. Let's go. And add it to 6, 7. Just money grabs. I mean, some of it's different brands. That's the one thing I will say. I'm not trying to like defend them. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's farm equipment. So, like, it's going to be sprayers. It's going to be balers, right? It is just different brands with the DLC. The Macdon's the one that was, yeah, it was a mod back in the day, but, you know, and obviously, like, oh, it's semi trucks, but they're different at least. The Macdon, we're not even going to talk about that. Plains and Prairie, I still really like. I like the versatile tractor. I do like the big seeder if you pull it with the John Deere. The Salford's great if you pull it with the John Deere. I wish the Salford spreader worked with precision farming. I would use it all the time because I really like it. It just doesn't work with precision. So that sucks. So yeah. Disneyland. Sunday, you're not wrong. No FedEx. I do too, Nick. Yeah. I actually think the year one pack was, the year one DLCs were pretty solid. You know, Mercedes pack was good. Plains and Prairie had some good stuff in it. Hold on, what else was there? I was just looking at it. Mercedes was good. The Highlands one I could do without. I don't really. I mean, I'm using the sprayer out of it. And someday I guess I should give that map another shot. I really quit playing that map so I could go play Stevie's map, Riverbend. So someday I should give that another shot. Actually, this little New Holland's not a bad little tractor. Not a bad tractor, 359 horsepower. It's not bad at all. It's kind of goofy looking, but it's not a bad tractor. And of course, with the big JCB, I do have one of these. Good tractor. But yeah, the Mercedes pack and then Plains and Prairie. Yeah, no, they're good packs. So Jeff says to lumberjack the trees and plow this in with 6.7. 16, 17 maybe. 16, 17? You did say, okay, yeah. Dang. Dang, bro. Well, here's the problem. I can't buy a chainsaw. That's a lot of trees to take out. And a hell of a valley here. Sorry, heck of a valley. Sorry, family friendly. My bad. Well, Hannah, Montana. Well, if we're going to do that, we just take all these trees out, Jeff. And then we could plow together with 6. Oh my God. Could you imagine the field? Hold on. Wait a minute. This might have to be a future project. Could you imagine? Because we would need to buy 36, and I can't really do that right now. Because we own the rest of that. Oh, yeah, we own the rest. Oh, my goodness. No way. Chat. 6, 7, 16, 17, 18, 19, one field. Thoughts? Not a today project, though, because I don't have the money and the time to cut down all those trees. I don't have a mod for that, right? Do I have the tracks? I don't have the tracks. Dang it. Holy. Lots of carrots. Oh, that would be a huge field, y'all. That thing would be massive. And really, the landscaping wouldn't... I don't think I would really need to landscape any of that. It's all rolly enough that it'd probably be okay. The hills might kind of not be fun at times, but... Man, I bet Matt did that when he played, actually. I know he played Iowa quite a bit. I bet he did that. No, I bet you he totally did that. our mail just came now. Normally it's here crack of noon. I totally bet he did that. I could see doing it, but that's not for tonight. That's a different day, you know. There shouldn't be bugs. It should work as advertised. So the only problem with, you know, 2025 should have everything from 15, 17, 19, 22. The only problem with that is licenses. Because when I'm assuming, and I'm not a, you know, a licensed attorney here, but I'm assuming when they negotiate with XYZ company, they say, hey, we want to use your tractor's likeness, for lack of a better term. We want to use it in this game, and we're going to be, you know, this game is releasing on this day, and we're going to, you know, this is going to be the current game for so many years, blah, 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 blah. And then that license is only good for so long, right? Or it's only good for that game, I would assume. So they probably can't just say, okay, well, we had, you know, this was a DLC tractor or whatever in 15. I don't know that they can just say, oh, it's in 25, same tractor. I don't know how that works, but I would kind of guess that it has something to do with, like, you know, contracts and legal mumbo jumbo baloney, you know. But I would kind of assume that. But I could be wrong. It also could just be Giants being lazy, wanting money. I don't know. I mean, with the amount of copies of 25 that they sold, like, they should be okay financially for a while. I would assume. I mean, I know games cost money and everything costs a lot of money, but they sold a lot of copies of 25. So, and I can't imagine how many copies they're selling for the Switch, you know? For the Switch too. That's right. My bad. I'm sure they're selling copies like that for that thing, like hotcakes, right? I would assume. But yeah. Requires a new license, yeah. That's what I would assume, yeah. Some manufacturers, yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's like the dream scenario, to have a manufacturer as Giants. I imagine the dream scenario is name the tractor brand, I don't know, goes to them and says, hey, I really want my tractor in your game. Like, I'm sure that's the dream scenario for Giants, you know. But I would assume somebody like John Deere, does John Deere at the end of the day really care if their tractors are in Farm Sim? Probably not. You know, but if John Deere can get a couple bucks out of Farm Sim, because let's be honest, I'm assuming there's money exchanged for using their brands and logos and all that stuff, right? Then sure, I guess John Deere's on board, but does John Deere really care at the end of the day? Probably not. They don't care. Farm Sim's a small fry in their frying pan, you know. Rough estimate, you'd have to Google that. It's a lot. Or like, even if you go to like those trackers that'll track like Steam activity, you can track and see what the game peaked at. It's like a lot. It's a lot. And that's just Steam. That's not counting their website, because their website, I don't think there's like data for that, at least publicly out there. But you can track how many people, like, what it maxed out on Steam. It's a lot, I do believe. It's like, I thought it was over 100,000 people at a time. I could be wrong. I think Tomcat looked it up once. Was telling us some numbers. It's a decent amount, though, I do believe. But yeah. And don't get me wrong, I know that everything costs a lot of money, you know, to make games and all that stuff. It all costs a ton of money, and I understand that. Oh yeah. Ultra. Gotcha. Good old Ultra. Okay. Yeah, see, that's cool, but that's also, you know, Vultra's not a John Deere, right? I'm sure in some parts of the world, Vultra's a huge name, but it's not John Deere. So, yeah. But that would be the dream scenario, would be the whole, like, you know, 20, whatever the next game's going to be called, what, 2028 or 27 or whatever the next game's called, right? The dream scenario would be to have all past equipment, all past DLCs, everything in there. Even bring us more maps at launch. 2 maps at launch is kind of lame. Bring us the old maps too. I mean, they all end up coming out anyway. That would be the dream boat scenario. Absolutely. I'd be on board. So yeah, I would definitely be, I'd be on board for that. Never heard of Ultra? Me either, Jeff, honestly. Yeah. Plenty of Ultra in the UK. Yeah, that's what I say. In some place, I'm sure Ultra is huge. Yeah. It's just not. I've never heard of it, like Jeff said, until playing Farm Sim. No, I've never heard of it. But I'd never heard of a lot of those brands in here, you know? Even honestly, kind of to a point, like Fent. I didn't know what the heck a Fent was before playing Farm Sim. We don't have Fent tractors here. We don't have Eggco where I'm at. We don't. We just straight up don't have Eggco here. Like a Massey Ferguson newer tractor, that's unheard of where I live. That's not a thing, you know, because we don't have an Eggco dealer anywhere near St. Louis. In fact, I don't even know where the closest one is. I think it's in Illinois. So yeah, never heard of them. So you betcha. Kimmy, I know you're partial to the 1050. I know that. That's what this tractor is. All right, there's another one plowed together. We need to fix Moto Drive real quick. Now this one's going to be a little weird though. Got a Fent dealer in Wisconsin. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, we're gonna just leave 18. We'll get rid of the rest of this. How does it get to 18? Oh, down there. Okay, cool. We'll just get rid of this then altogether. Heard of farms. Yeah, it is. That's always like the aha moment when you like see something you've seen in Farm Sim in the wild, and you're like, I know what that is. That is the aha moment. I've had that happen before. Or like Dad will be like, "Yeah, I saw this on YouTube," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's this and this, and it does that." Like, it's funny. Like, how do you know that? I'm like, you did Farm Sim. Yeah. We got that in Farm Sim. Yeah, that happens. That is kind of a fun aha moment, honestly. Has happened several times to me. Several times. Okay, this one is going that way, which is the way I want it to go. So we're just going to connect. Use our scroll wheel to make it kind of swoopy so it looks like it was meant to be. Let's go. Swoopy, chat. That is a swoopy line. It is a patent pending term. By the way, don't steal it. Hey, hang on, swoopy, swoopy, hang on, wait. I gotta watch that tree right there, Jed. I don't want to get too close to that. So we'll bow it out like that. There we go. That's a bow line. You see, that's not a swoopy line. That's a bow line. I make myself laugh. I thought I told that lime spreader to lime spread at 19. Where did he go? I don't know where he went. If you were a farmer, John Deere couldn't pay you to use their tractors, really? I think every brand has strong points and weak points, you know? Every brand has things that are good about them and things that are terrible about them. That's just the way it is, you know? Like that's I mean, honestly, that's true with like a lot of things like cars and tractors and lawnmowers, and you know, a lot of it comes down to personal preference, you know? Y'all remember a couple weeks ago, I think it was, we were talking about lawnmowers one day, and I said, like, I can't stand Skags, and I'll never use a Skag lawnmower. And Big Al was in chat and said, well, I love my Skag. And I was like, well, you know, good to you, but I can't stand them. I'm a Gravely guy. I know there's plenty of people that hate Gravely lawnmowers, and that's okay. Because that's what makes the world go round, you know, having your own opinions, personal preferences, and yeah, I mean, I've seen some really cool John Deere tractors in my day, but I've also seen some pretty cool red ones too. And yeah, it's all personal preference, you know. You know, if anything, this playthrough this time on Farm Sim, by not using red or green equipment, it's really kind of forcing me to use stuff I normally, well, I usually do end up with 1050s, but fence, but, you know, it's kind of forcing me to use some of the stuff I don't always use, and that's fine. It's the right to repair stuff. Yeah, I got you. I get you. But yeah, no, it's all personal preference, and there's nothing wrong with that. Personal preference is what makes the world go round, right? Also, pizza does. Pizza also makes the world go round. Oh gosh. But yeah, I know a lot of farmers that you know, at least around where I'm at, John Deere is basically king when it comes to the guys that I know, and you know, all that stuff, like in IRL around where the farm is, the farm dad grew up on, mostly John Deere. There's a couple guys that run some red stuff, but mostly green. Exactly, Tomcat. So Earth is just a big pizzazz with a pizza on it, you know? That's what it is. Probably not the case in Europe. Oh yeah? Yeah. No, I'm only talking local where I'm at. You know, it's mostly John Deere here. Mostly JD. That's the thing. All right. This is quite a bit of distance here, isn't it? God, that's gonna be a big field, chat. That's gonna be such an awkward field. I'm here for it though. I'll just have to find time to cut trees down. I don't know. I might do some of that off stream because that's gonna be a lot to cut all those trees down and get rid of all the stumps and stuff. Probably just lumberjack them all. I don't really care to chip them and do all that. I'll probably just get rid of them, lumberjack. Yeah. So that's probably what will happen, y'all. At some point. I don't know when. But that's okay. Kloss combine. Oh yeah, there's no. Let's see. Zach's family runs a red combine. There's another guy that runs a red combine, which I was told don't ever fly my drone over that guy because it'll probably get shot down. Which I don't fly the drone anymore anyway, but and then there might be like one other guy. So yeah, that's true, Jeff. I don't want to do that. You're right. That would like, I mean, the map's already basically broken because of all the pig money. So like, that would just be even worse, right? So I will not chip them all. I'll just get the magic Delito chainsaw going one of these days and magically delete them. You betcha. But oh, and there is, okay, I do know of a guy that runs like an old cat combine, cat challenger, whatever, like an old one though, but it says cat on it. I know of one guy that runs one of those. But and I think he has a little Kloss combine too. But that's the only Kloss combine. It's literally the one. And there's no other Kloss here. No Kloss of any kind here. And then again, we don't have Eggco, so there's no Fent, there's no Massey, there's no Gleaner. There's nothing like that here. Nothing. So yeah, just not a thing. Just not a thing. Adam, welcome in. Welcome back from work. And Justin, hello. Appreciate the stream streak with Pop It, sir. How are you? All right. But yeah, we just don't. It's all green, man. It's just all green here. But that's okay. Oh, I think they'll come out with a new game. Yeah, I think they'll come out with the next Farm Sim. I don't think they'll go DLC only route. No, I think we'll get another game, and the first year of it'll be terrible because it'll be all full of bugs, just like 25 was. And you know, the modders will complain that things are harder to mod, and it'll be the same old, same old. Honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And really, their model ain't broke. I mean, it sucks as the user sometimes, but for them, they know that all of us are going to buy it, so might as well. Yeah, exactly. They make too much money not to make another game, right? Yeah, they really do. But it'll be, you know, at the end of the day, and I've been saying this for years with Farm Sim, at the end of the day, it's a farming simulator. How different can it really be, right? I mean, graphic-wise, I think the game needs a new engine. I will die on that hill. Okay, and not a Giants Engine 10 or whatever. It needs a different engine. It needs somebody else's engine. Or they need to spend, you know, a lot of money to make something brand new. But it can only get so different, right? So anyway, it's a farm sim, right? I would hope, but I doubt it, Jeff. To be honest. Yeah, vroom vroom, exactly. Yeah, Unreal. Yeah, they won't do that. They don't want to pay to license that, probably. But yeah, some kind of new engine would be like on my top of my priority list for the next one. And then whatever. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, it's farming sim. It can't be. You can't reinvent the wheel, but I mean, you can add spokes to the wheel. You can definitely do that. So, yeah. Biggest thing Farm Sim needs as a competitor. Yeah, there is that oh, what's it called? It's on the Unreal 5. I forget what it's called, but that game looks crazy. But yeah. I mean, there's definitely an upgrade between all the farm sims as you go. Graphics are better. I mean, I haven't played 22 in so long now that like I can't really comment on like all the differences, but like in general, yes, it is better. Yeah, it's definitely better. So. Ultimate Farmer, that's the one. I saw a TikTok about it the other day. I don't know how far along they are, but some of the little bit they've shown off looks insane. Absolutely insane. So hopefully that project actually is able to come out, and hopefully it's actually decent, because I'll definitely play it. Shoot, if they're listening, let me know. Like, how y'all doing? Just remember, I'm not a Giants partner, so I can do what I want. Can you imagine a Giants partner playing a different farming game and still having to run the Giants logo, you know? Like, that'd be funny. That would be funny. $19 to $22. Yeah, there was a huge jump from 19 to 22. Yeah. Performance-wise, I would say we got a good jump going from 22 to 25. Performance-wise, I would say we did. But again, I just haven't played the old ones in so long that like it's hard to comment about like graphic differences, because like I don't remember. You know, it's been so long. It's been what, a year and a bit since I've played any 22, like realistically. I mean, I could load it up right now, but it's been so long, Chad. It's been so long. But yeah, no, competition's always a good thing, and I hope that other farming game, like, you know, would actually come out and be decent. But we'll have to wait and see. The render circle sucks. I hate it. I really wish they'd get rid of the render circle. Or make the render circle like twice as far, you know? Yeah. Exactly, Bear. Yeah. Competition's a good thing, so. You betcha. But that's okay. At the end of the day, Farm Sim's not the worst game ever, and I play it for 3,430 hours so far. So obviously I play it for a little bit. And I think a lot of us here do play it a lot, so yeah, we can always want more, we could always want better, but at the end of the day, it's still a good game. So yeah. You've always liked maps that let you plow. You can plow fields on every map. And these aren't small either. These are huge fields. Oh boy. I'm making a giant field, and it's actually going to get bigger at some point. This is not the field's final shape. So. You betcha. Welcome in, Chris. What's going on, man? $17 was the one you played the most, 285 hours. Gotcha. Gotcha. And as far as DLCs, the way I like to look at DLCs with this game is I'm always going to buy them. even if it's something I'm not really like interested in, I'm going to buy it because I always feel like I kind of owe it to y'all to show off the DLCs and give you my feedback. Not that like my opinion should matter, but at least if I'm checking out a DLC and stuff, then you know you guys can form your own opinions on the DLC, right? But I will always buy DLCs. Yeah. Is there a way to hit 3 and limit the speed of the tractor? Yeah, you use 1 and 1 slows down your cruise. So look, I'm slowing mine down to 0. 2 speeds it up. And then 3 turns it on and off. And then if you have it set to say 7, but you want to go top speed, you just hold down number 3. And you'll go zoom into top speed. So you can still use cruise. You can use number 3 basically 2 ways. You either press it or you hold it. And then once you hold it for a second, it'll kick in your cruise control and then you're good to go. But yeah, so maybe don't tell Giants, but I'll buy every DLC. Don't tell Giants that, chat. But I will buy them all. Oh, okay. All right, we got Skipper, so we're just gonna stay over here then. This is just a hair too wide to be doing what I'm trying to do here. No problem. Still no FedEx guy, by the way, chat. The one day we're waiting on FedEx, of course, he comes super late. Because normally, I swear they're here, like, middle of the afternoon, like 3 o'clock maybe. And here it is, almost 6 o'clock, and there's no sign. I don't hear any loud, obnoxious music from 3 blocks away, so I don't think he's in the neighborhood right now. So, kind of sad, actually. But that's all right. Ooh, I do hear a large truck out on the street behind us, though. I do hear a truck. Maybe that's him. That did it. No problem. No problem. That's what we ordered, Kimmy. It's not here yet. So the plan for today, and it's seeming like it doesn't matter. It could still happen, but the plan for today was Pops was off at a thing earlier, and basically he wanted me to call him if the part got here. I was gonna let him stay at the thing he was at for a while. I was not gonna call him for a little bit, but that way I could stream. And then eventually the idea was to go work on said side by side. So if the part shows up in like right now, I'm gonna end stream. But obviously we're not ending stream because the part's not here. Pops is all about, he's like, I'll go work on it by myself, or I'll have your brother help. And I'm like, well, brother wasn't there when you took it apart, so you know, it's always good to have the same people put stuff back together that took it apart. Plus, the satisfying part of working on something is when you are able to put it back together and it works. I don't really want to get robbed of that. I'll be honest. I'll be selfish here, right? I want to put it back together and like it works, you know? So the plan kind of was if the part showed up to call him, and then he would leave the thing he was at today, and then we'd go to the farm. But so far it has not showed up. But if it shows up at like 6 o'clock, or it's actually almost 6 o'clock now, but we can still go to the farm this evening and work on the side-by-side for a while. It was kind of the plan, so, but we'll wait and see. Otherwise, he might be putting it back together by himself tomorrow, so I don't miss tomorrow's stream. Basically, I was going to trade an hour or two tonight to be here tomorrow, but I might have to miss an hour or two tomorrow. We'll see. We got something else we're doing before the stream tomorrow, so that's why we're trying to do it today, but good old FedEx is slacking, so yeah. But it happens, right? Definitely happens. Alright, we gotta get our little skipper here. Left one little dot right there, so let's grab that. Funny thing is, both of these fields are actually being plowed right now, too. Which is fine. Not a big deal. Right, so let's turn that on and go fix the auto drive down here. The other end's a little more complicated. This end's the easy end, so let's do some deleting and some fixing. Alright, that's probably good there. Again, we're gonna change this again because we're gonna make the field bigger, but I'm just not gonna do that today because I gotta get rid of all these trees. So many trees. Oh, goodness. That's okay. All these trees actually are gonna go. Everything on my right. It's gonna be a huge field. Absolute monster. Then we're gonna plant alfalfa in it and smoke the video card. Oh gosh. JK. No alfalfa. Where's the flamethrower DLC? That would probably hurt their E rating, therefore we could never have that. Actually, I'm not going to fix the auto drive there. I'm just concentrating on plowing right now. Alright. Dang it, Bobby. Okay, so we've plowed together. Let's go here. So we plowed together 8, 9, 10, 18, 19, 16, 17. So now we're on to the best ones. There's a tree there. 6, 7. So let's go plow together good old 6, 7. 6, 7. Which is right here. Alright, let's clean up the auto drive while we're here. I just happen to have it open, so YOLO. Just go ahead and get it done right now. Beautiful, Clark. Yeah. That's a beaut, Clark. Or something, right? Something like it. We have a new launch pad. Oh, Tomcat, have you been busy today? Tomcat sounds like he's been busy. Interesting. Right, so I don't want to run over the auto drive, although it really wouldn't matter. I can always move it. It's gonna be a huge field, y'all. Can't wait. Just not a right now project. Tomcat, is it in the same location or did you build somewhere else? You building the Space Coast? 39A, 39B, the shuttle, all the Slick 40, all the ones. There's so many you could build there. That would take forever. Build the entire Space Coast. You would need to build around an entire ocean, probably. That would take a long time. There's a lot of different launch pads there and old like retired areas too. Lots and lots and lots. Kinda crazy. Alright, so I wonder if Pop's got different tracking information on his box, by the way. I wonder if it's not coming until tomorrow now. Although it said till 8, so we'll see. Vandenberg? Did you build it somewhere foggy then? Did you build it in the clouds so it's always foggy? Oh, man. Maybe we should build a rocket lab, having like the helicopter catch the rocket, you know? We could build that. That'd be kind of sick. Although, didn't they? I think they gave up on that. Heck of a concept, but yeah. Kinda wild. Alright, so we're gonna plow 6-7 together, and then I think, oh, and then we got those up there. Oh man, we got all that to plow up there still. I forgot about 4-5-6. Man, the best three, by the way, 4-5-6. Just throwing that out there. Definitely the best three. Although, God, I haven't watched those in so long. Any Star Trek movie. Star Trek, Star Wars, not Star Trek. Star Wars movies. I haven't watched them in so long. I wonder, like, you know, because like when 1, 2, 3 came out, like they were, you know, top of the line of the day, cutting edge. I wonder how bad like Jar Jar really looks nowadays, right? The whole, yeah, Jar Jar's got to look terrible, right? That one could only assume. Good old Jar Jar Binks. Man, what a terrible character. What an annoying character, I guess, is more like it. So annoying. You said people are gonna die? Let's see. This is a field exit right here. Kind of a field approach. Might just leave the exit in for now. Oh, awkward there still. From there to there. I'm gonna be doing a lot with this. We're gonna call this a landmass. This field. We will be doing a lot with it eventually, so I'm going to be putting in a transfer station, I guess, or a dump site, I guess you could call it. Truck loading facility that's going to run like a whole large area here, so at some point down by that other homestead. Shoot, I could just put a bin and have the auger wagons dump right into a bin if I wanted to. I probably won't do that, though, on this map. Alright. So that's going to be... Golly, yeah. It's going to take 20 minutes for a grain cart to drive around that field. Just throwing that out there. You have 5,300 hours and 25. Do you ever sleep? Asking for a friend. Or do you pull a Sarge? Our buddy Sarge, love him to death. Great guy, right? Great guy. He's got like 8,000 hours in Captain of Industry. Because he doesn't close the game. His game runs 24/7. Although I noticed yesterday he wasn't playing it for the first time in like forever. So I was like, oh, the Sarge must not have power. Or he lost internet or something, you know? But otherwise, his Captain of Industry is running nonstop. So yeah. Leave your game on when you're not on. Man. Of course, playing auto drive allow you to play during the workday. True. Yeah. You can always leave the auto drive between fields as a cut across. I could. I'd almost be likely to do that, Jeff, but I make it go with like GPS so that like when I go to harvest, I could open up the field and go harvest that pass first. So then I don't have anything driving through a field. Does that make sense? So I don't know, when I do this whole mess, I'm assuming, jeez, I don't even know. North, south, maybe. I he's 45 for efficiency. I don't know. I would assume north south, so then maybe I could put like a east west road, like I don't even know. I don't even know. I think with the first time I go to set up courseplay on this, courseplay is gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna go to plant this field and courseplay is just gonna look at me and say no. I don't think so, buddy. Oh man. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. Rice-a-roni. Sean, I don't think I've ever had rice-a-roni. I don't think so. Maybe once, but I doubt it. I've only had hamburger helper like once in my entire life. Crazy, I know. Just saying. There's actually like a knockoff box of hamburger helper I found in my house the other day. It's like a Velveeta. Basically a Velveeta hamburger helper. I remember Dad buying 2 of them a while back, and I made one for him. I guess I never made the other one. Probably should make that one of these days. If it's any good still. Oh, man. Boy, I was chefing it up last night after stream. I made my, or after stream. I didn't stream last night. I was in TeamSpeak for a while. I did my meal preps for a couple days, and then, Pops bought a pack of bratwurst the other day that I cooked up for him. So it was like 10 o'clock at night last night, and I'm in my kitchen frying up bratwurst, you know? I got a little sidetracked with Minecraft last night. I was gonna join for just a couple minutes, and well, it turned into more than a couple minutes. But that's all right. And then it turned into spear practice with our. We kept spawning golems and using our spears. And yes, I know I'm leaving Skippers. I'll come back for him. Don't worry. Even this is going to be a big field between 6 and 7 here. That's a big field. Just those two. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, spear practice was pretty fun. We'll do some more of that tomorrow just to show y'all what we were doing. It was definitely a good time. It was quite funny. And I guess I made a spear the other night. Actually, I took the spear that I had. I made it netherite, and then I maxed it out on enchants. For like the best spear. So it's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. Pretty awesome. And I think Nick made the same spear last night too. So we're hoping to go explore this giant lush cave. You guys were there Monday night. We did a little lush cave at the end of the stream, but there's a huge one off a ways from our homestead, and we're gonna go clear that out. And I think it would be fun if we could do like a ore, like put all the ores that we get in one chest at the end, and then like, you know, just to see, you know. I have a shulker box plus of totems. Nick has a shulker box of totems. I have a shulker box of torches, Sean. I actually have 2 shulker boxes of night vision potions so that we could have night vision as we're running through and placing all the torches and stuff. I plan on taking my bow this time. I plan on taking my chest plate too, and quit trying to fly in the things, because that's usually where I get all my damage is flying. So yeah. Yeah, so Nick actually found it, Jeff. It was out at the raid farm. There was a shulker box with 2 elytras, 2 really good shovels, and my chest plate, my really good chest plate was out there too. I just kind of forgot I placed it. It was up on the little glass platform at the raid farm. So that's actually why I joined Minecraft last night, was to go reclaim that. He sent me a snap yesterday about it. And I was like, wait a minute, where'd you find that? I was looking for that thing for at least 5 minutes, you know? So yeah, I do have my spare leechers back. I do want to go get more still, but the spares are back for now. So that's good. All right, we got 2 more, well, 3 more fields to plow together. 2 more, 3 more, kind of however you want to look at it. 2 more places to plow, 3 more fields to plow together. So let's go, let's get to it. All right, delete the auto drive real quick. To a point. Go ahead and just fix it while we're here. Might as well. Now this one, I already have a good truck filling location, so we don't need to worry about that. All we need to do is combine the auto drive to one place, and then we'll be good. Well, at least by doing this, we're gonna get rid of that little nub on this field over here, because the little nub will just be part of the field now. So this was always skipped by auto drive, especially while harvesting. That little nub right there, so be good to get rid of it. We'll just kind of plow a little extra here, because why not? It won't hurt to do that. That's a beautiful thing right there, chat. That was all freehand too. I didn't use GPS or nothing. Beautiful, Clark. Why is the carpet all wet, Todd? Oh man, I don't know, Margo. Anyway, I have to quote it all the time, Chad. It happens. It's Christmas vacation, by the way, in case somebody lives under a rock and doesn't know that. I mean, I pretty much live under a rock. So. Yeah. Actually, I heard a great story. It was actually from, I talked about Kit Boga earlier, but it was from his stream from the other day. He was talking about, like, when he moved into his neighborhood, he, like, you know, met some of his neighbors, and, like, he's a very introverted, leave me alone type person, right? Like, he doesn't want to talk to anybody ever, except for on the internet. I kind of, you know, I kind of understand that. And he was saying, like, he didn't want to give his neighbor, like, his real name. So he goes, he just met one of his neighbors, and the guy's like, hey, my name's Steve. And he's like, what's your name? And he's like, Todd. I don't even know. I don't think his real name's public. But anyway, so he like talked to him, whatever. And then, like, his wife met the same neighbor, wife and kids, a couple days later. They're like, oh yeah, I met your husband Todd. And she's like, who? Because that's not his name. And that's, I would tell my neighbors a fake name, honestly. My name is Fred. Twitcherson. How's it going? Yeah, I would do that. I'm surprised I actually haven't, to be honest. People knowing who I am. They definitely don't know what I do, my neighbors. Outside of, like, my buddy Casey, but other than that, my neighbors do not know. I tried to explain it once to Mr. Wonderful, because he was over here asking questions one time, and I'm like, dude, leave me alone. I didn't say it, but I kind of wanted to. So. I think it was the day I was getting my fiber internet installed, because he was being real nosy about that.
BBears0313 Jadex 100, weight of the St. Louis Twitchersons?
Of the St. Louis Twitchersons. No, I'm from out of state. But thanks for the bits, Bear. I'm from Alaska. Born and raised. Family's been there since 1743. You betcha. That is something I would actually, like, legit do. It's the sad part. I think most of my neighbors don't actually know my name. They know me as, like, the Christmas light guy. I don't think most of my neighbors actually know my name. Yeah, no, I don't think they do. I know the guy across the street does. And I know Mr. Wonderful does. But like, so I cleaned 7 driveways the time it snowed, right? So mine and Casey's, so the 5 other driveways. I think two of those people know my name. 2 of those people know my name. That's it. One's the guy and his girlfriend across the street, and the other one is BMW's dad's house. He knows my name. I don't know if he remembers it, but he knows it. And that's it. The other people don't know my name. I'm the Christmas light guy. That's what I'm known as in my neighborhood. Oh yeah, you're the house with all the obnoxious Christmas lights. Yeah, that's me. How's it going? You betcha. Yep. That would be me. Oh, man. That's all right. Although I guess for my neighbors to really know my names, I'd have to, like, talk to them. Harry, what's going on? How are you? I don't really talk to my neighbors anymore. Used to could, but anyway. All right, back and forth, Jet. Plowing fields together today. Lots of fields. They're going to be huge. They're going to be glorious. I'm probably going to complain about how long fields take now because the fields are so big. These fields, even this one we're making here, is going to take more than 1 diesel tank to plow it from our Ford tractors. I'm going to have a diesel intermission when plowing this field now. It's kind of sad, but it's 100% honest. Like, it is going to take forever. And just imagine when we go to make this field down here, what that's going to entail. We might have to buy a different plow. We have that lizard like bar plow, that ripper. We might have to buy the bigger version of it, or add on the wings to ours. I don't know if we have enough horsepower to actually pull it. We might with a Ford. Not sure. But to stick to these like disc plow things to do all of that, no. that's not gonna happen. That's gonna take forever. I mean, plowing already on the bigger fields in here already takes like 2 hours, so yeah. If your fuel consumption turned to low, I don't think it matters on them Fords. I want to say it already is, Jeff. Where's that It already is set to low. I'm in danger. Well, boys, I think we need to buy a fuel trailer. That might be on the list of things we need to buy at some point. Yeah, might have to be. Is there what on sale? There is a okay, that's for a truck though. That's for a truck. Need a Thunder Creek. Yeah, we need a Thunder to pop up on sale. That's kind of funny actually. Kind of funny, but yeah, we're gonna have to. Even the combine. Yeah, no, the biggest thing is gonna be the plow or the plowing of this. Of course, we could turn our plowing off, but that's just not as much fun. Just saying. Not as much fun, chat. Right. So we got one more little pass here, and then we got a ton of plowing to do over there, too. That's all right. It's all good. A ton of plowing over there. That's going to be a decent amount. But no more than we, we already did down here, so. It's all good. "4x map with one large field." No, I would hate that. I like maps with detail and with character and stuff like that. I do not like those big just field maps. I don't like that at all. I've tried in the past. I don't like them. I think even on Xbox way back in the day there was one called a flat map. Didn't like it. Barely played it. Couldn't stand it. That's all right. It's all good. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Oh, chat, remember a while back when I was talking about wanting to get a monitor and maybe like a Raspberry Pi set up in the house so that I could display like one of my security cameras or a couple cameras maybe on said monitor? What the hell is, what? Why am I possessed right now? Hold on. What is happening? Oh, my game's crashing. My game's crashing. Chat, we're crashing out, man. No. I think the server just crashed. Oh, no. No. Okay, the last thing that's in the log file, it says the save game was good. You wish somebody would bring it back? And we're definitely locked up, chat. We're definitely locked up. According to the log file, though, we should be good. It looks like it's good according to the log, but we are definitely locked up. So, chat. How's the weather? We're so locked up. I can't get out of the escape menu for the record. Chat. I'm in danger. I'm scared. What do I do? Ringworm, right? Ringwoods does come out tomorrow, Sean. Yeah. All right. I broke it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Actually, I did break it. There we go. I turned it off. The server was still technically there. But it was not actually responding. By the way, did you guys see this mod? How sick is that thing? How sick is that? How sick is that? I don't know. Maybe not with the giant lizard logo on it. Anyway, chat, I guess we're done since we done crashed the I crashed the server. Hopefully it's okay, but we're done for today. I thank y'all. Those of you watching over on YouTube, have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.